Right on. Okay, so next up, I want to welcome Nick Larson. He's the CEO of Evlo.
Everybody.
And I think he's got a posse here today. Let's hear from the Evlo crowd.
Awesome. How's this working here? Ew. All right. Thank you, Miles. Appreciate having us here. So Evlo, or Everything Local, is our company. It's the easiest way to shop local art and home furnishings. We're just in San Francisco for right now. But essentially, we are a web and mobile platform that brings new revenue to our stores, our partners. Oh, that's Benjamin. He's our mascot, right? And we also bring analytics to our partners as well. And for the users, we allow them to search everywhere at once. So by price, by style, by color, really just gives that, it's a great opportunity to search the entire city at once. We like to say furnishings at your fingertips. So let me share a little bit about how we came to realize this is a market that needed to be innovated. My co-founder, Ivan Zhao, that handsome fellow right here, came from Beijing a couple years ago, and he purchased a yellow couch online. He's got a very special taste. And when it showed up 4 weeks later, unfortunately it was uncomfortable. He realized that the color was a little bit different, it wasn't very well made. So Ivan sent it back and incurred a 30% restocking fee. So super, really unfortunate situation. We were working together at the time, and he said, hey, let's grab a coffee. I have this idea for a business. Naturally, I was intrigued. So we realized you could take the best of the online and the best of the offline and put them together for one real seamless situation. There's a huge problem that we're solving. As you can see from Jack and Susie right here, they're looking for a red couch, and they've spent the last 3 weekends going from store to store to store, really time inefficient, and they want just one solution to find either local art or home furnishings. So that's a problem that we're able to address. As a matter of fact, it's not uncommon. We found that 83% of people have the same frustration, that they want to purchase home furnishings in person because they don't trust the online experience, and that makes sense. That makes sense to me. So not only will we help you find the perfect piece, but also provide a discount, we will also drive it directly to your home with no obligation to buy. We have found that people really want to see the piece in person before they purchase. So that's kind of what we're able to address. So I have a very short video for you guys here, and it shows some of the value of Evlo. So real brief, but let's actually jump into the application itself. But first, I want to tell you a little bit about the market. As of 2015, it was $100.25 billion. Huge opportunity for us to penetrate, especially since we have first mover advantage. Nobody is doing this currently, so we're super psyched. And a lot of positive reactions around both our users and our partners as well. Speaking of which, right away, when we open the application here, we jump right into the articles. Now, these are beautiful articles. You can actually scroll right through the pieces that correlate with these articles. And we'll jump into, actually, let's do the second one, style advice for small space decorating. This might be appropriate for a lot of us living in San Francisco. You have limited space, so it's good to be able to filter down to size. So great, we have big, beautiful pictures, awesome content. We can actually drill right into one of these pieces that are featured, and it gives us a whole bunch of product detail. So, what's the price, what's the dimensions, a little bit about the piece, and Ask Evlo, that big red button right here, is where you'd be able to reach out to our professional interior designers and get free advice. And so we'd actually be able to bring the piece directly to you with no obligation to buy. Great, so the next tab over, on the bottom tab here is stores. So we can actually browse from location without having to go there. So really cool stuff. We've got great partners. Like CB2, like Crate & Barrel. We also have West Elm. We just did a huge deal with them, really cool. One of my favorites, though, are these guys called Thomas Mosier. Beautifully handcrafted pieces. They're local. They're on Sacramento Street. Yeah, so like their pieces are made like cherry and oak and wood, or excuse me, walnut. So let's say I like this piece, and I want it driven to me. Just like we said before, we can get this delivered directly to us. So. Awesome. So the filter is another great way to take this huge aggregate information and kind of parse through it in a really easy, meaningful way. So say, for example, seating, and we have blue already selected here. We'll click apply, and everything that hits that success criteria populates right here. So we can kind of just like filter right through it. Beautiful pieces. You guys get the idea, and also we have a profile too. So download us. We're at evlo.co, evlo.co, and I really appreciate it. I'm just going to wrap this up and take some questions now. Cool.
Right on, Nick. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
If I can get the remote to work. The perils of weak batteries. Okay, hands up high. Jeremy.
How do you populate all the inventory?
That's a great question. So they say do things that don't scale originally. So we have a professional photographer, and we go from place to place. We have actually about 60 different partners, and we take the pictures ourselves. So we wanted to be able to have control over the first experience. As you could tell, they're big, beautiful photos, high res. But in the future, we're looking to actually implement a partner portal and actually be able to have the person or the store owner take a picture, tag the color, the price, upload, and that's how we'll really be able to scale on a big level. Yes, go ahead.
I just had a question about the belief a little bit of the company, because it's everything local, but
Yes.
you mentioned you have like Crate and Barrel,
That's
and
us.
you have some of these bigger national
Sure.
outlets. So are you focusing on only what you can get locally, like it's anything I can get locally that is home furnishings and art, or are you going, well, we're only trying to work with mostly local designers?
Yeah, so I only caught the first part of that question, but I think it was, do we work with big stores as well as mom and pop shops? Is that correct?
No, it was on the belief system on everything being local.
Oh, okay.
Crate and Barrel's not local, so I was just
Right. Well, technically, Crate and Barrel is local because they have a presence in Union Square, right? So we try to present everything that somebody could get driven to. For example, on the product detail page, you could click the GPS and be like, oh my God, it's a mile away. Let's go check it out right now. It's a lot more time inefficient. But yeah, we also like to work with mom and pop shops as well. We have some great partners like SF Women's Art Gallery. It's like 150 local artists, nonprofit. It's a wonderful channel for them to be able to get their beautiful pieces out. So I hope that answered your question. Okay.
So yeah, you were saying that I can try out the furniture for free, right?
Exactly.
So how does that work? I mean, you delivered it to my doorstep. I tried out for 2 weeks, and then I don't want it. I mean, this is a huge cost, no?
Yeah. So actually, it's not for like any extended period of time. We kind of feel like, hey, this is a piece. If you like it, buy it. If not, that's okay too. We'll take it back, and there'll be a $10 convenience charge. So we try and be like quick transaction. When it's in your home and you can figure out if this is your style, then great, and we'll kind of just wrap it up right there.
So if I try it out and I don't buy it, I pay $10 basically.
Yes, exactly.
And if I buy it-
your time is valuable. It's a reasonable fee for the flexibility of having the piece delivered directly to your doorstep.
So independent of the number of furniture I buy.
Who am I talking to? Where's this
Here.
guy? Okay. Yes. Okay. Go ahead.
So if I would buy like a whole office space full of furniture, and I don't want it, I send it back. I pay $10. That's all.
No. So the $10 would be if you decide you don't want to continue with the transaction, and then if you do want to continue with the transaction, we can complete that and bring the piece right into your home or your office space.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you.
Back here.
Yes.
It sounds like a really interesting concept. You know, I've
Thank you.
got some family who do like interior design and stuff, and every time they come over my place, they give me great suggestions. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes I don't even know I need that table or that lamp or something, you know, or that couch, whatever it may be.
Right.
Is there anything in the works around maybe me just taking a photo of something, maybe my kid's bedroom, something like that, and then sourcing some more suggestions? Because even for me to get to that point where I can say, hey, show me that table, I kind of need the help, you know?
Yeah. So clarify that for me a little bit.
Sure. Yeah. So it maybe in this scenario, maybe I'm thinking of decorating my kid's bedroom.
Yes.
I know I have a certain amount of square feet. You know, I don't have much time. I just want to take a photo of the space. Maybe you see a few of the things that are there. And like you said, there's designers on the other end of your app. I'm just wondering, could I just send them a photo and then they can connect me with a few pieces of furniture that might be interesting?
Yeah,
Maybe in my
that's-
budget as well. You know.
Yeah. That's a great point.
It just
It-
came to mind immediately when you.
Yeah, of course. It's funny you say that because that's part of our strategy moving forward. It's definitely on our roadmap to have our interior designers be able to interact live time with our users and say, hey, here's a picture, can you make a recommendation that goes with this? This is my budget, and we work with you. Yeah, go ahead. Well, I can hear you. Oh, that's right, sorry.
Was to prevent Amazon from just adding a button saying search within 10 miles.
Yeah, so that's a great question. We've been able to develop these personal relationships and these partnerships with many, many different local vendors. And Amazon does have Prime, but because we've been able to capture all of these pieces by all the different components, by color, by price, by style, by dimension, we've done this legwork for probably close to 14 months now, every single day, getting these new partners, getting these new pieces on our platform. We have this tremendous leg up on them because nobody else is in this space. So Amazon has a lot of resources and they could totally break into this space as well. But we're going to beat them before they get there. Yeah, go ahead.
Hi. What about partnering with apps like, I'm probably not pronouncing it right, but House?
House, yeah, sure.
Yeah. Because that'd be very interesting because I don't know if I'd want to go through the effort of getting it delivered, returning, but if I could visualize it as well as possible, then that would entice me. So,
Yeah, so
kind of feedback and question.
is your question more like around like augmented reality or something like that?
Yeah, you guys maybe thinking about working with companies like that.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, I think House would be a terrific opportunity for them to purchase us, right? But that's not, we're not like looking at an exit strategy right now. I think the personal tactile experience of being able to sit in a chair or look at a piece of artwork on your wall, like that's something that you just can't get over like AR, So they're more design inspiration, and we are actually the company that will bring it directly to you. So
What's the revenue model?
the revenue model, yeah, great question. So we've actually negotiated a percentage both with these partners when we drive them to the store, and we have a geolocations SDK, so we can track that. And then we've also negotiated a commission if we actually bring it directly to you. So we're cash flow positive in either case, so very excited about that.
All right.
Awesome,
I
thank
think
you
we're
guys.
out of time.
Yeah,
Evlo, everybody. Check it out.
appreciate it. Hey, we like to say, just like grandma, we have furniture covered. Yeah. Thank you.
Right on.
Cheesy.